Much is made of the role of women as peacemakers, but what can women do to help an economy pull back from the brink of squandering its money and resources? This was one of the questions asked at a women's conference in Kigali, Rwanda this week.
Women's empowerment is an essential means to achieving sustainable development, economic growth, and peace and security. We must spread this message and translate it into concrete action at all levels. Now is the time.
If you look at the people who are the bedrock of the economy, are the women, and yet they were never ever acknowledged. They gave it to them in passing. They were the ones who have the children, and that was it. And every household, even the men in our continent know that what they consider their wealth today was done on the labor of women. But women are saying that we're not just going to support you, we're going to be part of it, and we support each other.
In post-war countries such as Rwanda and Liberia, women have played a central role in facilitating the peace process, a factor that has seen numbers of women rise in the political class and consequently taking bigger roles in the economy.
Women have played a major role and continue to play a major role in the economy of any country, and Liberia is no exception. The women in Liberia have been the bedrock for the economy there. They're into almost every kind of business that brings about some remuneration to them. So they've been in the business of education, farming, whatever it is that brings in some support to a country. The Liberian women have found themselves in those roles, and they continue to play those roles, even much more now than they had done in the past.
But just how much do women actually contribute to the economy? According to a recent report by the United Nations, Asia loses $47 million annually due to lack of participation of women in the labor market. Rwanda's President Paul Kagame, who opened the conference, challenged world leaders to exploit the potential of the youth as a means towards new and innovative ways to sustain and accelerate progress towards gender equality and women's empowerment around the world.
There is no doubt that leadership is key in many important ways, including shaping and implementing the policies needed to empower women and advance equality in a meaningful way. And certainly, considerable progress has been made over the recent decades towards guaranteeing the space and opportunity for women to participate actively in all aspects of economic, political, and social activity.
Leadership also requires partnerships and action by individuals, women and men alike. After all, the promotion of gender equality is not solely a women's issue. Men at all levels, particularly in leadership positions, have a special responsibility. All people stand to benefit, so all leaders, male and female, must do their part to keep these issues at the top of the international agenda.
Global leaders realize the fundamental differences in investing in women. With the establishment of a Women's Leadership Academy in Kigali and the United Nations in the process of setting up a new gender equity, African women remain hopeful that their role in the growing economies will continue to expand. Global economies are part of a patriarchal system where men run the show. But in recent years, countries such as Liberia and Rwanda have engaged more women into the processes of peace and stability. But these women here are ready to take on Africa's economics heads on.